Welcome back. In our last session, we looked at how to navigate inside Obsidian MEDILIG. Today, we're going a step further, exploring the sections of a patient's electronic medical record. First, I have already opened one of my patients with the code name PAT100. What you see here is the patient record summary, and this is the patient's status: new, old, follow-up, or delete. Changing the status immediately updates how the patient appears in the appointment list and in the admin panel. And here you can see if the patient is deleted, will appear here. From this summary, I can move into the patient's medical cases. So each case is related to a number of visits or encounters. For example, this case shows 2 completed visits. Okay, there's 2 here. While this new clinical case has another visit scheduled for this week. This makes it very easy to track the patient's journey across different encounters and clinical cases. So let's open a case here, that case. And we see a table of contents with reminders, diagnosis, medical report. Okay. Marks, notes, referrals. And here at the end, we have the list of encounters. Remember, this clinical case has only one scheduled encounter. And there are also medical documents that are related to this clinical case. We will talk about this later. And so from this point, I can also move to that encounter. And this is the status of the visit. The reason for encounter. Again, instead of having this table of contents, I can also bring here an outline. So I can click, let's say, to the vital signs. Okay, of course, here there are no information for this visit, so we can pick up a different one. Let's go back and pick this one, which is completed. Okay. And now we see, for example, the review of symptoms: dyspnea on exertion. A general review. We have combo boxes, entry box, data entry boxes, vital signs, medical instructions, and this can be edited, of course. Okay, all the boxes can be edited in reading mode. Although we have a reading mode, we can edit these boxes, but we cannot touch anything on the structure, the layout of the documents. Okay, now let's go back and move on to the profile. Here I can update the patient's photo, view personal information like demographics, for example. Okay. And here are other data, social security numbers, insurance provided. Again, as I said, these are editable. Okay. And now, behind the scenes, all this information are automatically stored as metadata. If I open the right-hand panel and look at file properties here, I can see that fields like the date of birth, okay, is automatically updated. Cannot here, if I choose to edit the year, for example, you see that it has automatically updated that property, date of birth. So this metadata makes it possible to link with databases, create lists like this one here, for example, do analytics or exchange information with other healthcare systems. Now let's move on at the patient's medical history. Again, the outline shows its structure, and we have embedded this inside the file here as a table of contents. We have general notes, surgical procedures, okay. Past medication history, the allergies, vaccination record, family history. And here we can scroll inside that box and the social history. Similarly, every time I add information here, the metadata are also updated in the background, keeping the record consistent and searchable. Okay. The next one is the medications, the current medication. And we can see the medicines administered to the patient along with any relevant notes. So this gives us a quick overview of ongoing treatments. And finally, we have the medical library. So this is where all the patient's medical documents are organized and related to a specific clinical case. So we have 3 medical documents for the first case and 1 for the second. Each medical document is classified by the tags here according to the media file type and the category of medical procedures. For example, here, excuse me, in this clinical document, I see lab reports as images, 3 lab reports as images, a discharge summary as a PDF, medical notes in the form of text file, and a PowerPoint presentation. All these are displayed as cards, okay, and they are resizable, of course, okay, making it so we can open this, for example, to view it better, and this presentation I can click, and that is open, of course, in another application, in the PowerPoint application. So that's a full tour of the patient's electronic medical record inside Obsidian MEDILIG. We started with a summary, explored medical cases and visits, checked the profile, the medical history, reviewed current medication, and finally looked into the medical library. All of these sections work together. They are linked together, and they are related to give us a complete, structured, and easily accessible medical record for each patient.